being a manager can be a really lonely place, whether it's being a project manager or service manager. From what I've seen in my MSPs, I've promoted people into these positions and no support, no training, and sink or swim. And this happens in many companies out there. And so that's why companies come looking to TopLeft for the visuals to see their projects, get these things moving. And obviously we have training material. We've got dozens of hours of content on YouTube. We've got our academy, but it's still a lot of work to implement and do on your own. It's very, very lonely how to apply this. And so that's why we came up with the Accelerator, which has been working well with MSPs. And so it's a weekly group coaching plan. So 1 hour every week with a coach and other people going through this as well. So implementing, looking at our habits and such. And so I'm here with Te'neyl, who helps to coach these calls with us and run this program. So welcome, Te'neyl.
Thank you for having me, Wim.
Yeah, so why should MSP spend an hour a week? That's a lot of time. I think it's going to be the main objection.
Yeah, it's a challenge, right? Another weekly meeting. That's the last thing we want is another meeting. But what our attendees find is that 1 hour helps them with the other 39 hours in order to make that more productive, right? We are talking about what are the challenges that you're facing, and really working to make that go better so you can get through those hurdles quicker and get your team operating more effectively fast.
Yep. And this is key, is that when the managers or champions implement these things, it's huge on higher utilization, getting projects done quicker.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Something as simple as, the challenge that I have right now is I have too many tickets on my board. What do I do? How do I reduce that? Talking through that and then really getting the team optimized there. It's topics like that we're talking about. Then you can immediately go and execute on that, eliminate that problem within possibly a week, and have your team more efficient that week.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's quick wins every week, and then other things take a bit longer. Like we've always talked about our client, Steve Saradellis, who improved his project efficiency like 58%. That was over 6 months, because when you look at a whole portfolio, it can take a bit. It's like a ship you got to steer. So definitely get wins along the way. It's the 1% every day that stacks up to a lot in a few weeks, few months. So
absolutely,
it's huge. And so yeah, if you're new to Agile, this is great to hear from other people at different levels, different maturities. Some are similar stage to you, and some have been doing this for years. And if you're experienced and already been doing this process of Kanban TopLeft for a couple of years, it's a great place to be as well, to maintain, stay sharp. Which we hear from people in the group, it's easy to slip back on some habits, and there's always room to improve. There's no done on this.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. And so yeah, we start these with a free fit check to make sure it's a fit for you. So it's kind of a fit check and an onboarding at the same time. Is before we get you into the weekly calls, we understand where you're at and introduce you to the format, and so you can get value from the first calls and make sure it's a good use of your time.
Yes.
So yeah, Te'neyl, I guess what happens in the calls? What's our structure there?
So on the calls, we start with reviewing our topic from last week and checking in on that. So we talked about this as a key topic last week. How's that going? What changes have you had? What successes have you had? Have you had any challenges with that? Then we'll go into any other challenges or wins that you've had this week, topics that you might want to discuss with your peers that are on the call and the experts that are on the call. And then we'll go into the topic of the day. And the topic of the day is really, it's Kanban challenges, opportunities, best practices. What are those things that we need to constantly be checking in on, making sure that they're going well, or adjust accordingly?
Yep. Perfect. And so yeah, this is a fit if you already have your boards. You could have some sort of TopLeft Kanban boards working.
Mhm.
and that we can work with. If you're not at that level yet, that's where our concierge onboarding, we're going to help you get those initial boards going. And if you just need to get this rolled out to your team yet, we do have the rapid implementation project. So we have another offering for that, which you can check out in the video there, and where we take 30 to 60 days to look at your PSA, set up the boards, set up the Kanban, train your team, and get your huddles going. So that's optional, but it may be a good starting point before you get into Accelerator. Just depends on where you're at. So let's talk about that fit. So yeah, reach out.